Hello world, I'm Donoraffe, and this is Fault Hunters. Got a really fun episode today. We are hanging out and doing some base infrastructure upgrades and showing you a couple farms that I've built. And, hanging out, having a good time. If you're new around here, please consider leaving me a like on the video and subscribing to the channel, as it definitely will help grow the channel and share Donoraffe with the rest of the world. Thank you very much. So as you may recall, last episode we took, right at the end of the episode, mob spawners and modular routers as research points to set up a little mob farm and get modular routers in the mix for delooting, lots of other really cool stuff that we can do, including manipulating the spawn eggs to and from the mob spawner. I may or may not have shown you this. I cleared out a little bit of an area in here. This is where, likely in that back corner, I'll probably stick the mob farm. To show you how it works, you walk in, you have all your spawn eggs up here. I'm going to actually take all these back up and re-roll them. For instance, we want, I want gold. So we need a zombified piglin. This, well, it looks like a normal piece of stone. These ones don't click on it, but if I click on this one, it's a modular router. You can use this camouflage thing. You shift right click and it says camouflage with stone bricks, and you plop it in there and voila, it's stone bricks. Same thing right here. Camouflage upgrade. So it looks really nice. It looks neat. This is the stop button. This is the quote unquote go button. What you would do is you come in here and you plop that in the buffer. This has a Mark II sender module, and that sender module is set to the spawner in the middle there. So when I drop the spawn egg in there, it boop and goes up into that into the spawner. The next button click here pulls, so it's a puller Mark II. As you can see that there's a 12 block range, and we're well within that 12 block range to that spawner. So you click him, it will pull it into this buffer, and then there is a sender Mark I, smaller range, and it pushes it up and back into the chest. So we display. Voila, we start seeing lots and lots of zombified piglins. The spawner is very, very quick, and you can see we get, tons of zombified piglin. The nice part about the zombified piglin is they get really angry if you hit one of them and don't kill them all. And when I want to stop it, hit that. Zombified piglin egg comes back in here, and the spawner basically stops working. Completely sophisticated storage system back here. Not really all that sophisticated. Get some gold from the zombified piglins, which is nice, and we get some round flesh. These guys, because, don't need a million swords, made a little recycler here. Very, very basic. You get a dropper, goes into a comparator. So when something goes into the dropper, powers a redstone signal. Back here, there's a sticky piston. Pushes it in, creates a clock with the 2 observers, and just spits everything out into lava. You know, basic vanilla Minecraft trash can. A little bit of crafting later. 11 mystery hostile eggs. Here we go. Wither skeletons. Say it with me. Wither skeletons. Ooh. 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 Oh. Darn. Not bad. Don't need Enderman. Especially considering I have the end now. Definitely. Enderman. Not very useful. What are you? Hold on. What are you? I got drowned. That's kind of nice. Oh, that was a spider. Piglin Brute. Think these are all repeats. Ooh, Witch. Witch is nice. Redstone. That's nice. I don't think I had drowned either. So I could get a trident. Oh, and Nautilus shells, which spawn in the vault altar every once in a while. Okay. So, real talk. I finally maxed out this guy on Vault Cobblestone. And there's no way to compress it down any further. And for this and him, we're gonna do something with that knowledge that I just consumed. We're gonna go drawers, just because it's gonna make my life a whole lot easier. I'm not gonna make a ton of drawers because I just can't be bothered to sort everything out. However, for larger ticket items like those, and I'm gonna need an external storage too. For those bigger items that just finally max out in this thing, I just want to avoid them. So what we can do is go storage, drawers, and I'm gonna put you, and you. So first off, compacting drawer. This is gonna make my life over here so much more manageable, because what this can do is hold both quantities of the compressed item, or the compressed item and the uncompressed item in a single block. So I can just do this, take all this stuff out, and now I have 45 stacks of soul shards, which is amazing. And it has 128 stack limit, which I can, if I look here, you know, I mean, that one's wicked expensive, but 30 times its base value. Never gonna need that much. So even him, who's wicked cheap, is 8 times the base value. So 128 stacks times 8. So absurd amount. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. So we're going to want you. And probably 8 times that's cut. 16 times. We'll do you and you. Just for ha's. So 4, we're going to do both. And then we're going to do you. We're going to do a you. And then I need a hopper. The hopper is because we're gonna redo you. Partially because I want you here. Hopper in there. You here. And I think this one... Yes, you can go in the side, which is really nice. And it just pulls everything out of the bottom and then voila. So it all goes in here and then it ends up here as soul shards, not as dust. And I can go into the management. Should be able to get into the management. Well, boom. Now it can hold 2048 stacks of soul shards. Mainly meaning I'm not going to have to worry about soul shards ever. All right, we're going to do you, and then we need a drawer controller, which is not the cheapest thing in the world, but we, oh, rip. We have the technology. Boom. And then what we're going to do is be right back after I get an external storage. Because this is a lot of crafting that y'all don't need to see. I'm going to go right back here. We're going to do drawer controller, drawer, vault cobble, 1, 2. So 512 stacks of vault cobble, which is ridiculous high amount. And that second upgrade that I put voids excess. You're going to be 20. I need to actually set it, apparently. You're going to be 40. And then you are going to be 60. That's 60. And I can run you in here. So now, anytime I put vault cobble in the system, so note that's 10K there. So if I put all this in the system, it's not gonna go back in there. It's still 10K. It's gonna go down in here. And the quality of life thing is it goes in there and if I have too many, like I just had, which was I ran out of space here, it just voids it. It just boop, they're gone forever. Don't have to worry about them. And this is what I'm just gonna do as things get to like a maybe above 10k items on items that we can't compress. I'll just slap another drawer in and migrate the quantity over into the drawers. Quick little deposit upgrade. Bit of an investment, worth it. Because I have a lot of granite, right? So we want to go over here. We want to put granite in you. And then same dealio. You and you. And all the granite can go in here. So this guy has a ton of granite in him, right? So I can swap this out and then shift. So I can do that, shift click that, and all the granite goes in there. We'll just plop you right there because I can just grab that when I'm deluding this fella with all the junk. I can just take that and then shift right click that chest and it all will go in there. So not sure why it took me quite so long to make this, but we actually kind of needed to because the vault altar needed everyone's favorite sugarcane. The most basic of basic sugarcane farms. I'm actually gonna block off this really quick. Otherwise, it's gonna... So, very basic sugarcane farm. What ends up happening? Sugarcane grows. It grows. And grows over here. One grows up there. Another one grows over there. And then finally, this one grows in front of this observer. And boom, the hopper line breaks all of the bamboo, or the bamboo. The sugarcane falls in the water, goes in the hopper. Not a rocket science farm. Definitely a early game. Really nice thing about it, which I'm probably gonna do right now, is you can stack it. So super simple, basic starter sugarcane farm. I also made... Why are you... How? What? Oh. Sir, you belong in there. This basically works where you have a farmer here, farmer there, farmer there, farmer there, and a dude in the middle. At certain points during the day, they kind of all come up and they're like, "Oh, you're my friend. Here, have some seeds." But because the fence gate's there, they attempt to throw the wheat like that, and it falls in there and goes over, zips up, and ends up in these collection chests. As you can see, it's fairly efficient. And with that, I think we're going to call it an episode here. I do thank you for hanging out and watching this more technical episode. If you did really enjoy it, please leave the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Bye.